Hi, this is Bentley's mom again, Miss Bowis, and we're going to go over chapter 11, lesson 2, and this is on median and mode. Okay, so Bentley, zoom in here to the notes. Tell me when you're zoomed in. Okay, so the last lesson we did the mean, and the basic statistics we're going to learn are the mean, median, and mode. Now what the mean is the average, and we did that last time. That's where you take your data set, you add them all up, and then you divide by how many numbers there are. Okay, and that's what's called the mean. Now the median, which we're doing today, median, I like to think of it as the middle number. Okay, and so when I think of median, just think of middle. And what you have to do, you have to put your data in order from least to greatest. The middle number will not work if the data is not in numerical order. So first, if this is your data set, put it in order, okay? And then what you do is you can actually use your fingers like this, and you come in, you go like 1, 2, 3, and then where your fingers hit that number, that's the middle number. Now, sometimes there's just one number, okay? And then it's just that exact number. But when you come into the middle and there's two numbers and there's a tie, what you have to do is find the average of those two numbers, or the middle of those two numbers, basically. So in this one I could do in my head because the middle number between 2 and 4 is going to be 3. But technically you're finding the average, so what you're doing is you're doing 2 plus 4, which is 6, and there's 2, and then you divide that by 2, which is 3. So you're basically finding the mean of the two numbers if there's a tie. Again, which means you add them up and divide by 2. Okay, and that's the median. Then we have the mode, and what that is the number that occurs the most often. And I remember that because MO and most is MO also. So the most often, so you look at your data set up here, and you have 1, 1, you have 3 2s, 1 4, 2 6s, and 1 8. Well, the 2s occur 3 times, so that's the most. So the mode is going to be 2. Now, if nothing occurs more than once, then there's no mode, and you'd write no mode. If there were 3 2s and 3 6s, you would write, and if there's a tie, you would write the mode is 2 and 6. So mode can be it can be none, there can be more than one mode, or there can just be one mode. But it's the number that occurs the most often, or most frequent. Okay, so now there are the notes for that. So we're going to go over, I'm on page 818, I'm going over the examples that gives you the number of monkeys, it says, the table shows the number of monkeys at 11 different zoos. Find the median and mode of the data. So the number of monkeys, and they give this to you in a chart that looks like this, 28, 36, 18, 20, 5, 12, 44, and then 18, 42, 34, 18, and 30. Okay, so those are our numbers, and they can give it to you in a chart or a list or in a paragraph, lots of different ways. So what you have to do is write this down, but we have to put the data in order first, from least to greatest. So what I do is I look for the smallest number, so it looks like 12 to me, and instead of crossing it out, what I want you to do is circle it, and that way you know that you've used it, but you can still read it. If you cross it out sometimes, you might not be able to read it, and then, that's hard. So just circle it, and that will mark it for you. So 12, okay, and then Bentley, do you want to help? What's the next smallest number?
18.
Good, 18. And there's another 18.
Another 18.
Okay, now what?
There's another one.
Oh, another 18. Didn't see that one. Good.
25.
25 is the next one.
28.
28, good.
30.
30.
34.
34.
36.
36.
42.
42.
44.
Oh, and there's a 44. Whoa, way over there. Okay. I'm actually going to erase this and scoot it over. So we have 18, 18, 25. I'm just rewriting it so it won't be so squishy. 28, 30, 34,
36.
36, 42, and 44. Okay, so now I'm gonna count just to make sure I used everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is find the median. Okay, and the median again is the middle number. So I'm gonna take my fingers like this once it's in order, and please circle them, because if you leave out one number or accidentally put a number too many times, your whole answer is gonna be wrong. So we're gonna take our fingers, okay, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is our middle number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, and that's my middle number. There's only one, so that's makes it easier. So the median is 28. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is find the mode, and we're going to look for the number that occurs most often or most frequently. So which number occurs the most? There's 3 18s, so our mode is going to be 18. Okay, so that's the median and mode. That was example 1. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, it says number 2, Dina recorded her scores on 7 tests in the table. Find the median and mode. So here are her test scores: 93, 88, 94, 93, 85, 97, and 90. Okay? So what we're going to do first, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in order, okay, from least to greatest. So it looks like, Bentley, can you help me out? What's the smallest number here?
85.
85, yep. So I'm going to put 85 first. Okay, and then what's the next one?
Next one is 88.
88. Okay, then what?
And it is 90.
Looks like 90. Okay, then
93, 93.
2 93s, good. 93,
94.
93,
97.
94, and 97. Okay, so make sure that you circle or mark it. Again, I would circle it versus crossing it off, just because you can see it if you need to go back, just in case. Okay, so we're going to find the median first. Okay, so you can literally take your fingers and go 1, 2, 3, and then that's the middle one. Okay, so the median is going to be 93. Then we're going to do the mode, and the mode is the number that occurs the most often. So do any of these numbers repeat?
Yep.
Yep, which one?
93.
Good, 93. So that's the mode. The median and the mode happen to be the same. That's not always the case. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. And those are our two answers. Now, if 93 did not occur twice, then and everything occurred once, you would write no mode. Something has to occur more than once for there to be a mode. And if there's a tie and there's 2 numbers that occur twice, then you would write both of those numbers. So there can be 1 mode, 2 modes, 3 modes, no mode. Okay, so it depends on the problem. Okay, awesome. So turn the page. Bentley, what's the time so far?
8:42.
No, sorry, or the minutes? I've been going for 8 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
9 now.
I'm going to try to keep this around, hopefully, 12 minutes. Okay, so example 3. I'm going to do this one because they just gave you the information in a different way. So the information is just being given on a bar graph. And so you just get the data from the bar graph, and then we're going to find the median and mode. So it looks like the first one is on the chart, 64.4. And I'm getting this off the bar chart. And then the next one looks like 71.2. And then the next one looks like 55.8. And the next one looks like 58.2. Okay, and I believe there's only 4 numbers. And that's it. Okay, and then, so what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is find the middle. We have to put the data in order first. Okay, so what's the smallest number? Bentley, what do you think?
55.8.
Good, so we're going to put 55.8, okay, and then what?
58.2.
Good. 58.2. Then,
64.4.
good.
71.2.
And then 71.2. Good. Okay, now, so to find the middle or the median, you take your fingers and you go like this. But because it's an even number, these guys tie. So when it ties, you have to find the average of those two numbers. So what we're going to do is add those two numbers. And sometimes you can do it in your head. This one you can. And then we're going to divide by 2. Remember, you have to add them first together, then divide by 2. So on my calculator, I'm going to hit 58.2 plus 64.4. Enter. Good. 122.6. And that's something, you could probably do in your head. But if not, use a calculator. Okay, and then we're going to divide that by 2. So Bentley, if you divide that by 2, what do you get?
61.3.
Good, 61.3. Okay, and that is the median, okay, or the middle number. Now for the mode, which number occurs most often? Does anything repeat? Nope. So what's the mode? No mode. Now make sure you write no mode. Do not write 0, because 0 is actually a number on the number line. And so if you write 0, that means that 0 was one of the data set, and that's not true. So make sure you write no mode. Okay, that was number 3. And let's do, let's do example 5. I can skip example 4. Example 4 is the same thing. You just have more numbers, but it's pretty much the same. Then let's do example 4, and then we'll be done, and then we can go on to the homework. So, or actually, sorry, example 5. I'm going to skip example 4. So here's example 5. Here's the data: 72, 73, 67, and 65. And then we have 71, 64, and 71. And this is how they gave me the data, okay? They gave it in a chart. So whatever they give it to you, table, write it down. Now we're going to write it in order from least to greatest. So Bentley, what's the first one? What's the smallest number?
64.
Good, 64. Okay, and then what?
65.
65.
7.
Which one?
67.
Oh, 67.
71. 71.
71, 71,
72. 73.
72, and 73. Okay, so to find the median, okay, we need to find the middle. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I think this one, there's just one in the middle, so it's just 71.
13 minutes.
Okay, and then mode, which one occurs the most often? Okay, and when they're in order, you can see better. It's going to be 71. Okay, and that was example 5. Okay, and that's it for the explanation, and then I'll do a second video with the homework.
Oh yes, I have a question.
Did you hit stop or?
No.
Okay.
If we have any questions, can we just answer it in the comments and then you'd answer it?
Yeah, if you have a question about any of this or a certain problem you want me to do, put it in the comments on YouTube, and I'm happy to do that problem and post it or answer whatever question you have.
Okay.
Thanks.